The end goal of a good government, like a good parent, is to make itself unnecessary, is to raise children or to raise citizens that don't need it anymore because they are self-sufficient and self-regulating. That's the trade-off. As we have government, they are trying to change behaviors in human beings until they can live on their own, and they're enforcing rules and saying you can't do this no matter what, and because people have yet learned how to self-regulate. And the more the government is involved in your life, the less of yourself that is allowed to flourish and be. That's the trade-off between self-regulation and government, is you give yourself, your autonomy, your ability to act over to the government, and they make decisions for you. And what we're hoping is that the government is creating rules that move us forward, so the government makes less and less decisions for us, and we can make more and more decisions for ourselves. And that is the beauty and the glory of America, because that is built in to the Constitution, that idea that the government's whole responsibility is to benefit the citizen. And the more we're benefited, the more autonomy we'll have, and the more that's why all the movies and art and so much is happening here, and why there's so much chaos is because here the government doesn't, it tries to stay back. And all of these people that won't, like if you're getting welfare and the government is paying all your bills, that's not free. In fact, that's much more expensive than going to work, because what you're giving up is your self-respect. Taking care of yourself makes you respect yourself. You feel like, hey, I'm a powerful human being that can do what needs to be done in the world to make sure that I eat and that I'm clothed. And that is where self-respect comes from. So if you're on welfare and the government is sending you money, then you don't have that feeling of accomplishment. And, and the police, if the police are there to protect you, then you don't protect yourself. But if you're allowed to protect yourself, you stand up and you feel like all the threats on the planet are something that you can deal with on your own, that you can combat it just makes you feel stronger and more powerful. And right now, we haven't got to the place as a collective where the government can totally back off. Who knows if we ever will, but we need to realize that that's what we're moving to. And that's the difference in America and some of these other countries where they cane you in public for infractions, where there's no crime and there are no problems there, but there's also no growth. It's a stagnant society. They're not inventing all this wonderful stuff that we're inventing here. They're not moving humanity forward at an exponential pace. And that has its price. And it's not always good. Some of it is going to be painful, just like any growth. But these people that hate America and want to be against America, we need to start pushing them out of the way and not listening to them and making sure they do not have a voice, just like those little doubts inside yourself that say you're not good enough. America is the best that there is on the planet. If someone wants to try to replicate it or do better, wonderful. That's for humanity. But right now, this is the best we've got, and we need to support it with everything we have.